Okay.
All right, you guys see me? See the
Yep.
screen?
We're good.
Start over, or?
We're starting from where you're at. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, Steel Tech, as you guys might know already, but we 316 stainless steel. That's a big deal. We're the most corrosive protective coating on the market. I don't know if you guys have heard of Skillet. That's our main competitor. Frankly, we're a lot better in a lot of aspects than them, and I'll show you why in a couple of slides. So, one of the sales call questions: do you guys, simply, do you guys use Skillet? And if they do, that's a very simple conversion. We're cheaper, just a better product in general. And again, I'll get to that in a couple of slides. Who do I sell this product to? Food and beverage plants is a big thing. We've had a lot of success with that across our company, with Rust-Oleum. And really anywhere that has stainless steel, conveyors, your beams, or anything stainless steel at all. George and I went to a brewery yesterday. We saw some opportunities there, a lot of stainless steel there. And again, samples are big. Just a sample of an aerosol, let them try it out. George let one of the food and beverage guys try it out, and he really liked it. Now he wants to buy some more, or he wants to buy some Steel Tech products. So, that's a big thing. And again, it's USDA food acceptable, so it can go anywhere. It can go into pharmaceutical, it can go into food and beverage. So really anything with stainless steel or steel at all. Like I said, Steel It. That's the big question on the sales call. Are you guys using Steel It right now? And if you are, here's our product. Try our product, Steel Tech. It's a lot better product. You're going to get better pricing on it. That's a big thing. Steel It's a very easy conversion for us. The key variable is 1/3. We're 1/3 the price. You got 3 times faster dry time. You're saving the labor because Steel It's got 2 top coats and they got a primer. And we just have 1 coat and that's it. So it's a lot easier to use our product. Again, the price is a lot cheaper as well. So there's a lot of advantages, using Steel Tech rather than Steel It. I've touched on this already, but food and beverage plants, that's a big industry for this. Pharmaceutical, the USDA food acceptable. Really, again, anywhere that has stainless steel is a good opportunity. And, lockers, beams, structural steel, conveyors, anything with stainless steel is what I'm just going to leave it at. The epoxy's got to be activated. We get a lot of different activators, as you can see. You can use a 9100 system activator. You also can tailor it to the need. You can go immersion with that activator. You can go low VOC, fast cure, low temperature. Some of the food and beverage plants, they have the low temperature rooms, so you can use that activator along with it. And the polyurethane epoxy is just a 1 component, and obviously along with the aerosol, that's a 1 component as well. And again, if you guys have any questions at all, please feel free to interrupt me. Aerosol. You guys are pretty familiar with this. Again, sample, sample, sample. 20 minutes to the touch. Again, USDA food acceptable. Everyone that's used it, I know George said this, and I believe Dan said it too. They all like it. They all like it. It's a good product. It's got zinc in it. They like that. Very easy to apply. It's 1 coat. You're spraying it down. So I believe there's a really good opportunity here in industrial piping saw on this product. Again, I can send you guys literature, videos. We have a lot of videos about Steel Tech. So any information, all you need to make your calls or learn more about this product, let me know. I can send that information to you. That's our Steel Tech epoxy compared to our polyurethane. Our epoxy is more for severe environments, I would say. Polyurethane more for mild to moderate. Again, with the epoxy, you're going to use an activator along with it, and the polyurethane in there. Alright, here's the big thing. Steel It compared to Steel Tech. Ours is Steel Tech. You see the difference. I mean, it's not really close. Dry time, 6 to 12 hours. The shelf life, 5 years. The VOC, just the product in general. You know, I'll show you guys the fog test. You know, ours is just a lot better, and it's cheaper, and it's less downtime, it's less labor. So, you know, again, I'll send you guys, I'll send Bob or Jim a presentation, and he'll send it out to everyone just so you guys can have it. I understand you're not going to remember everything. So, that's a big slide just comparing the Steel It and the Steel Tech, the differences between it, and what makes us stand out compared to them. And there's a difference between Steel Tech and Steel It polyurethane. Same thing, dry time, full cure, shelf life, and so on. Coverage. Airless spray, I would say, be the best way to use. I mean, they got their choice, the contractor or the end user, they got their choice on how they want to do it. They could roll it or brush it on, but most cases, I'd say airless spray would be the easiest and most efficient way to go about it. And that's it on Steel Tech. Do you guys have any questions at all?
We do stock that product too, about the epoxy and the sprays, right?
Right.
Oh, we stock the polyurethane too? Okay.
Yep.
So it is in stock now, ready for quick sale.
Yep.
So,
And you can use the spray as a touch-up for the polyurethane or the epoxy, right?
yep.
Like I say, you get it, I mean, John's had some good experience too, where he's given some samples, and the samples sell the product right away,
Yep.
right?
That's what I'm saying. Samples. I mean,
Yeah.
they use this product and go, wow, this is much better than Steel. It's cheaper. It's this and that. And, you know, I asked Dan or George about it. Especially George. I think George is really pushing that product right now. So let me know for samples. And I think that's a good way to sell this product. You guys have any more questions on Steel Tech? All right. Well, I'll get into LeakSeal. You guys are stocking this as well, both the black and the clear. You know, LeakSeal is a niche product. The end user, if he's got any, you know, obviously if he has any leaks or seals, or he's got to use a sealant, this is a good product for it. You know, our main competitor, LeakSeal. I don't know if you guys have seen that infomercial, and you know, he's jumping around, he's spraying under the boat, and you know, you get a little bit of a too good to be true type of thing. And also, you know, their product's a lot more expensive than our product, and we can do things that they can't, and I'll show you that on the next slide. There he is. That's the infomercial guy. You know, that's the guy that's rambling around and saying how great his product is. But here's just a comparison between LeakSeal and LeakSeal. A big selling point is we can coat right on top of the LeakSeal. Our competitors can't do that. You can coat right on top of that. It stays smooth and flexible. If you look at the fog test between us and LeakSeal, ours lasts a lot longer on the 500-hour fog test. A lot longer. It's not really close, so ours is more durable, a little more protective, or a lot more protective, I should say. So we also have a tape that we came out with. I'll get into that as well. You guys are not stocking that, but just customer asks, you know, something to go with. You know, they might prefer a tape compared to an aerosol. You guys have any questions on the aerosol before I get into the tape? Okay, well, here's the tape. Again, you guys aren't stocking it, but it's a good, again, niche product. You know, you got a small crack or you got a small leak. You just wrap it, you know, overlap the silicone tape on top of the leak. It's a permanent fix. It's not going to decay. It's not going to fall off. It's a permanent fix. It's got 700 psi strength. I'm not a big technical guy, but all the technical guys tell me that that is second to none. That's unbelievable. Along with the 500 heat resistance, that's very good. Very, very good. Again, silicone tape. At least no residue at all. When you take it off, nothing. So again, if your pipe's broken, not going to work. But if you got a little crack, you got a little leak, very good product for it. Very good product for tubular objects like that.
Hey Wes, on that, is there no setup time or nothing?
No.
I mean, you just...
Nope, just wrap it on.
What about if the pipe at the threads were spraying out?
If
Like
it was
dripping.
Oh, the dripping?
Not dripping, but under
Spraying out?
a small amount of pressure.
Yeah, we actually did a demo at one of our trade shows. We had a hose, a pretty big sized hose, and the pressure coming out, it was just blasting out all the way to the ceiling. And to show the demo, we wrapped it right across it, and nothing. It just completely stopped the pressure. So it's very good with high pressure situations.
How much is in a wrap? What footage?
10 feet.
Oh, right down the bottom,
Can't you
yeah,
see that, John?
10 feet.
And I believe Loctite has something like this.
On its wide?
Yeah, we got some competitors for this, but our PSI strength is pretty impressive, and our heat resistance, that separates us from some of our competitors. Never wet. I know you guys are all familiar with this product. What I'm going to try to tell you today is some industrial uses. You know, you see the consumer, you see the commercials. They're going to buy it because it's cool, the homeowners. They're going to go to Home Depot, it does this, does that. We got to show you guys how to sell it in a food and beverage plant, you know, how to sell it in, you know, brewery or whatever. So we got some industrial uses that we're going to touch on here. Just backing up a little bit, super hydrophobic, that's the key word. Just one other of our competitors has that, Ultra Everdry. They're very small. I don't know if you guys are going to run into it. How to sell it against them, theirs is very, very expensive. I believe it's double our price because they're very small. I can't really bring it to market like Rust-Oleum can with the pricing. So that's just something to have in case you hear that name come up. But yeah, super hydrophobic. You guys know it's going to beat up, fall right off the surface. It's not going to stick. Not just water. People get full. Ice buildup, condensation, mud, concrete. Really anything, any liquid really, or liquid buildup. It's going to stop it. It's not going to stick to it. And a very simple process. You know, shake the can, 30 seconds to a minute, spray it, wait a half an hour, spray the top coat, wait a half an hour, and that's good. And one thing I want to touch up for a second is a lot of people, the first time they do it, including me, you feel like when you spray it, you got to hit every spot, and you overspray it, you spray it like 5 times. The more you do that, the more of a haze you're going to get. So just 2 light sprays. I'm thinking Bob did that.
No, I did that. A pair of white shoes.
I did it too.
White boots. They don't leak, but they're not the same color as they were.
I did the same thing. The first time I did it, I did my gloves, and I did it like 6-7 times. You know, I want to get every little spot, and my glove turned purple. So just 2 light coats, that's it. You're going to get the same super hydrophobic coating. Just 2 light coats, and
I was walking on water though, wasn't I? Was that there?
Okay, so I told you guys before about real life stories and success stories we've had in just Rust-Oleum and the industrial world, and here are some of them. You know, a freezer door at a food and beverage plant is going to stop the ice from building up. A bagel factory, if they're having a problem with the condensation falling down on the factory line, you know, that will stop that problem. Cooling towers, you know, ice buildup, concrete sheet, a concrete mixer. You spray a concrete mixer, the concrete will not stick. That's going to save them the labor time. It's going to save, in the end, it's going to be more cost efficient for them. We've had a lot of end users, not mine, just some of my coworkers, that they're end users and the contractors. They saved a lot of money with this. They saved a lot of money just spraying it down, not having to do clean up for an hour or so. So that could be something to keep in mind with concrete mixers and sheets and so on. Questions on the call, I mean, it's very simple. I mean, you got to identifying the problem. Do you guys have water buildup, ice buildup, condensation? If it's a no, then I don't know if it's going to work for now. Maybe in 6 months or 3 months you go back there and they have a problem. But if it's a yes, and I would say on the calls, Dan and George and I, I'd say 50% of the time we got a we got a problem with condensation. We got a problem with ice buildup. No matter what, sample it, get them to try it. They like it, they buy it. I mean, we've had a lot of success with that. I would say 80-90% of the time it's going to work for what they're doing. If it doesn't, it doesn't, but we're pretty confident that it's going to solve their problem. If it solves their problem, they're going to keep buying it. Features. Indoor, outdoor, I'm sure you guys know that. You can really go anywhere. I think I told you this before 6 months ago, but no glass. Don't use it on glass. Because of the haze, it's going to fog up. But we are working, our plant guys are working on a glass never wet, which is going to eliminate the haze. And we're hoping, again, They say it's coming out early summer, but I don't know. I'll let you guys know on that. So that would be good for fabrics and glass. And our plant guys are also always working to increase the durability as well. And hopefully we can come out with a product that's more durable. Not anytime soon, but hopefully in the future. That's obviously a main concern. And to touch up on the durability as well, I think it's important to let the customer know the durability of it. If they use it on a washdown area on the floor, it could last a week. If they're using it on a pipe, on a freezer door, it could last a couple of months. It all depends how much is getting touched or how much is getting stepped on. I don't know how much this applies to you, but satellite dish that could last a year because it's not getting touched a lot. No one's stepping on it. So it all depends on how much is getting touched, how much is getting stepped on, and it's a temporary coating. It's not a paint coating. It's not going to last forever. You're going to have to reapply. But what we figured out is that a lot of these food and beverage plants that have these water problems, it's such an easy process, and it's relatively cheap that it's cost efficient for them to use this product over and over again. As I was saying, Ultra Everdry is our competition for the most part. I don't know if you guys are going to run into them though. They're very small. I've only run into them a couple of times. Look at the price per square foot. There's $3.26 compared to our $1 a square foot. They also, our consumer, they have never went in Home Depot and Lowe's. How you get around that? It's the same product, but ours is bigger. Ours is 5 ounce bigger, around the same price, and we have a high velocity spray tip. And for industrial use, it's going to spray quicker, you get it done faster. Consumer, they have more of the comfort tip. We're just kind of spraying very slow around, so it would make a lot more sense for the customer and the end users to get industrial rather than just to go to the big box store and get the consumer version. We've also come out with a gallon. This is a couple of months old. For now, I think we're treating it just as for instance, we go to a food and beverage plant, they like it, they try it out in some places, and they find out that they have a lot of uses for it, and then, all of a sudden they want to use it throughout their whole facility, and then when that comes, we can quote a better price on a job price for, 10, 15 gallons or whatever. We can quote that and just get some better pricing in, and we might have to build that up with the aerosol, sell some aerosols first, I think the more they use it, the more they're going to say, oh, we can use it here too, we can use it there too, and then when that builds up, I feel like we can sell some of the gallons. Again, let me know if that comes up, we can get a quote and better pricing for that. And also the durability is 3 times more on a gallon than the aerosol. Some general industrial applications. Again, I'm going to send this out to you guys so you guys can, have this going in and understand some more, just tough to think of industrial applications at first. Even when we first brought that out, it took a while for us to think of all these applications. You kind of learn the more as you go. When you go on calls, you see more stuff. But yeah, work boots is another big thing. They're industrial work boots. You're not too worried about getting a little white. I mean, you're getting snow on it anyway, or getting mud on it. You just want to keep it clean. You want to have your feet warm, with no water on it. So that could be a big use for it too, is work boots and raincoats and so on. Lubricants.
Hey George, you might want to mute your phone up there.
Hey, lubricants. This is relatively new to Rust-Oleum. As you guys know, you guys took in, I believe, 7 of them out of 10. We feel like this could be a really good opportunity going forward. We feel like we're going to have to build this up a little bit. Obviously, it's a tricky business. CRC and WD-40 have been doing this for 25 years, so we understand it's a tricky business. Again, samples. I don't think they're going to buy this without a sample. They want to try it first. We got a good product. We got some things that other competitors don't have. So this is a big sampling product. We want them to test it out. And the reason we came out with the lubricants is our marketing team did some information, some research a couple of years ago. 42% of end users surveyed thought they bought Rust-Oleum lubricants. And we don't have lubricants. We didn't have lubricants. It was something like 68% of the 42% said they liked it and they'd buy it again. We think that ties into our brand name. A lot of people, almost everyone knows Rust-Oleum. Rust-Oleum's got 96% brand awareness, so I figure, we bought this from them, we bought that from them, I probably bought that too. I like their coatings, I like this. Let's give Lubricants a shot. So again, a big sampling product. We have a bigger can than any of our competitors, more product, and we're also competitively priced with all the other, WD-40s and the CRCs and so on. Very competitively priced, and again, the product size. 16 inches for the multi-purpose and a penetrant. Our competitors usually have either 11 or 13 for that. So more product and a 360 spraying up, down, which is good for lubricants because you're reaching the hard to reach areas. And of course we got the straw as well. I mean, everyone's got that, but and I'm sure you guys understand each lubricant, so I won't get too much into this. You guys are bringing in the multi-purpose lubricant, hinges, rusted parts, the squeaks and so on. I'm pretty sure you guys understand that for the most part. Our penetrant, same thing, 16 ounces, 360 spray capability. It removes, hidden deposits of rust, typical penetrant, stuck threads, fittings, rusted parts. Food grade silicone, food and beverage plants, SFH1 registered, of course. Conveyors, O-rings, tracks. It can also be used as protective coating as well. Dry PTFE, metal, vinyl, wood, or rubber it can be used on. Bearings, tracks, pulleys. White lithium grease, 100% white grease. Again, of course, NSF1, or NSFH1, registered for incidental fluid contact. Gears, rollers, cables, and so on. And then the heavy duty cleaner. 360 spray, tools, machinery, equipment. I'm sure you guys get the general idea of lubricants, and of course it will have this as more information. We got tons of sell sheets on each product in the line, so we can send that to you too. Turbokrete. Actually, Dan and I had quite a bit of success with this, I believe on Tuesday. Concrete floors. They're getting banged up. These facilities, chemical plants, any facility at all, a lot of the concrete's getting banged up. I got a couple pictures in my phone. It's just terrible. And you go in, it's very easy to spot. Banged up concrete, and the main selling point is the dry time. The guy, the plant manager at the chemical plant, said anything less than 24 hours will do. That's what I'm looking for. And then we gave him hour and a half on foot, 6 to 8 on vehicle after applying it. And he said, wow, let's get a quote for that. So that's a big selling point, the dry time. It's also very strong, 4 times stronger than concrete. And it's 100% odorless, so you can really put it anywhere. A lot of opportunities for that. Of course, interior and exterior. Just on the floor, we got the repair and adhesive for the vertical for the walls. For just the floor, I would say up to 1 inch deep. We can go with this. Of course, we got coatings too. We got paintings for this type of stuff. So if they want a painting or they want a coating for this, we have that too. But I think this is a good opportunity because you're not going to have to shut down your plant. You're not going to have to shut down the facilities. It's odorless. It's a trowel application. It's putty. It's a mixed ratio. So I feel like it's a pretty good opportunity going into these plants and recognizing the opportunity and bringing up the dry time. Bringing up the 4 times stronger than concrete. And again, it can go into food and beverage plants because of the no odor. Here's some of our competitors for this. Again, you guys can have this sheet handy. Look at the PSI. The PSI is great. Dry time, that's very good as well. It's resistant to all liquids, chemicals, acids, so it can really go anywhere. As I was talking about, you're going to use this on the walls, vertical. Same deal, except obviously you got a tube. You guys got the static mixers, you got the caulk gun. Say a customer wants to buy the Turbokrete and the static mixers, but he already has a caulk gun, that's fine, but it's gotta be a heavy duty caulk gun. That, he has to know that. He wants to use, if he's got a heavy duty caulk gun, he can use that, but it's gotta be heavy duty. Same deal, very minimal surface prep. As you can see, it's out of a tube. The static mixer is going to mix it. You guys have some of those stocked. Twice as strong as concrete. It's not going to soften over time. And again, just cracks along a wall, you know, vertical wall. We saw some of those in the calls. Just a wall, cracks running up alongside. It could be a good opportunity. Very quick, not a lot of downtime. Just get the tube and spray it down, and then you're done. Same deal. Interior, exterior, doesn't matter. Give you a little bit of a idea of where you put it. You guys are stocking all three of these, I believe. Any questions on Turbokrete? Okay, this product, I want to talk about this product. You guys aren't stocking it, but I would say this product was the hit of the week. This week, touring around with Dan and George. This is a big product, a quote product. Again, we can quote it. Now, what it is it's a step cover. You know, stairwells, staircases. Instead of painting or coating it, it's just a step edge that you're going to put on it. You're just going to screw it and glue it, and that's it. No downtime. They're not going to have to shut anything down. No labor, very little labor, I should say. You're just putting it down. It's a great product. It's an anti-slip, fiberglass reinforced. A lot of these facilities and plants are just using tape. And, you know, tape. It's going to wear off really quick. You know, one of the other things we're realizing is these plants and facilities, a lot of them are getting more into safety. And it's a big thing because, you know, some guy, you know, walking down, a worker walks down, he slips and he cracks his head, and he's, you know, it's a $40,000 lawsuit. And we're starting, with our research at Rust-Oleum, we're starting to realize that. And we realized that on the calls with Dan and George. A lot of these guys, they want to start getting more anti-slip stair coatings. And not only that, this isn't a coating. This is just a step edge. You're not wasting, you know, you're not shutting down your plant. You're not wasting labor time. And everyone we brought this up to was, wow, you know, let's get a quote for this. This is what I'm looking for. This is exactly what I'm looking for. Again, very strong too. It's a good product. Anti-slip. Simple question. It's very easy to recognize. You see a stairwell, you see stairs, you know, very little anti-slip, very slippery, you know, no step edge. Ask the question. We saw a lot of those, surprisingly. We saw a lot of those. I'd say like 70% of our calls, we saw that. He said there's very, very slippery surface, or the tape's lasting, and we brought this up, and it was a big hit. You know, I feel there's a lot of success with it. I believe Dan and I are getting a 22-step quote going. Again, quote it to us, send us a quote, or send us the information, we'll quote it, can compare it to the job site, and this could be a pretty solid opportunity, I feel like. Of course, inside, outside, any stairwell, any surface at all. See a stairwell, see steps, it could be an application. We got covers. See the cover right there, and you see the sizes and the angles. You know, the end user, the contractor, he can see, he can match it up to what he wants to do, and if it's a little longer, he can just cut it. You know, we talked to some of the guys in the plant, and they said they would just, you know, pick it as close as possible, and they would cut the end of it if it's too long. So that's a cover. We also have a landing cover, as you can see. Just a step edge too. We just want to cover the end of it. And then George and I have an opportunity with this. Just a slip sheeting. I believe it's 8 feet. Yeah, 8 feet. One of the food and beverages, their low temperature room, they have like a mat on the floor, and they're trying to push things around and move things around, and they keep slipping and falling. So they feel like this is a good opportunity just to put this down. It's very anti-slip. They're not going to be falling. They're not going to be slipping around. So this could be an opportunity, and we've had some questions. Can you put Neverwet on this? You can, it would work, but it's gonna make it very hazy. It's a black surface, as you can see. If you put the Neverwet on it, you're gonna, get the haze and be very white. So I don't know how much of a deal that's gonna make outdoors. It might be a good application, just to de-ice it. But indoors, I don't think it would work very well. I don't think it would make a lot of sense for the customer. But outdoors, as long as they don't mind the haze, sure, just to take the ice out in the winter. And there's a little viewing of just the edge for the safe deck. It looks like a school or a hospital. Alright, well that's all the products you guys are bringing in for the most part, but just to let you guys know, we just came out with some new products, brand new, so brand new that I don't slide on it. I just got an email today by some cell sheets, I'll send them to you. Instapatch ties into a Turbokrete, it's pretty similar to it. Again, I'll send you information on this, I'll send you a cell sheet. And fast coat flooring. This could be, for our company that is, that could be very big. It's the fastest drying floor coating compared to any of our competitors by far. It's not even close. Brand new, great look to the floors, can go anywhere, very little odor. Again, I will send you information on this, I'll give you a cell sheet. To be honest, I don't know the ins and outs on it yet, brand new, so I'll send you some information on that. And one more thing, I know you guys don't do a ton of marking paint, but we're coming out with something in a couple of months. Marketing team won't tell the sales guys too much because they don't want our competitors to latch on, but they think it's going to change the whole entire marking paint business. They've been working on it for years. It's a high-tech system where you put marking paint in a plastic bag. You put the plastic bag in the high-tech system, it's chargeable, and use that marking the paint. Again, don't know too much about it, but they're saying it's going to stop the, you got to crush the cans when you're done, it's going to stop that. There's some states that they're done with that. And, just to plant the seed, just to let you guys know, so if you see it coming out in a couple of months, you're like, how do I not know about this? So I just want to let you know, our marketing team thinks it's going to change the whole entire marketing paint business. So just to let you know, so you have that going forward. And yeah, you guys have my contact information. Most of you have had it already, but if you haven't, please grab a business card. Literature, please let me know. Cell sheets, I'll send you all a presentation, of course. Samples for Steel Tech aerosol, Neverwet, and lubricants. That's big. We can sample that out as much as possible. That'd be great. And video of every single product. So if you want a video, I can send it to you through a transfer website, and that could help you guys out. And that's all I got. Really appreciate your time.